Very interesting concept, a very interesting perspective on consumer spending. So consumer spending hit a bit of a bottom in April. Yeah, I guess it did. So economists forecasted that spending was going to drop about 13% last month. So, which, by the way, would have been the largest decline on record. So, and that tracks back, the record goes back to 1959. Some are saying that weak spending, this is just, I find this hard to believe, but whoever wrote the article, this one particular article, I think it was in Wall Street Journal. All I could say is they are obviously very young, haven't been around much. Maybe this is their first downturn in the economy. But they indicated that spending adds to the evidence that the U.S. economy is in for a long, slow recovery, and it wiped out a decade of job gains in a month. They indicate that millions of Americans without steady sources of income. But they never tied in the fact that there are 1 million Americans without a steady source of income and spending is down to record lows. Well, you got two things going on, almost regardless in the month of April of how much money consumers had. Number one, it's totally irrelevant, doesn't mean anything. Because even if they had more money and they know what to do with, there was no place to spend it. Nobody was going out to dinner. Nobody was going to the movies. Nobody was headed to the mall, going to the outlet stores. Nobody shopping. Nobody doing anything. So, of course, consumer spending is at record lows. Let's not try to convince the American public that this has anything to do with the economy. Is it an economic number? Of course it is. Does it have anything to do with the economy? Of course it doesn't. It is a one-off. As far as I'm concerned, you're wasting good newspaper by even writing an article about it because it's a one-off. Not only is it a one-off, it has never been seen in the history of the nation, and by the grace of God, it will never be seen again in the history of the nation. So you can extrapolate nothing from these numbers. Hey, remember to click the subscribe button right here on the screen. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when new content is added. And more importantly than anything, you don't want to miss all 3 live hours of Financial Issues every day from 9 to noon. And you can watch it on FISM.TV. That's FISM.TV.